What's on the shelf? Wednesday is back. Welcome to the Mash and Drum. I am Jason C. and welcome to What's on the Shelf Wednesday, the series where I bring you quick reviews of whiskeys that you can actually find on the shelf, including bourbons, ryes, scotches, Irish whiskeys, and more. So what's on the shelf today? A new Evan Williams 1783, new label, new proof. Let's check it out. So recently, Evan Williams Bourbon, which is the second largest selling bourbon brand in the world, announced a redesign of Evan Williams 1783, which is this one right here, the 1783 small batch, following an overhaul of the rest of the lineup as well. Now, 1783 is the year Evan Williams first opened his distillery on the banks of the Ohio River, and this bourbon's new package celebrates Kentucky Bourbon's first licensed endeavor, returning to the original 90 proof version as opposed to this one, which is only 86 proof. So now we have a new glass bottle shape with the Evan Williams signature blown in across the top. 1783 is displayed in gold foil across the top label, as well as small batch to signify the bourbon inside, which is a blend of 300 barrels or less. Now this is made with Heaven Hill Distillery's traditional bourbon mash bill of 78 corn, 12% barley, and 10% rye, including a marriage of barrels aged 6 to 8 years, with the suggested retail price of only $20 per 750 milliliter bottle. Now this is the big dog though, which is a 1.75. I got this for only 35 bucks. Still a steal, so let's try the brand new one. We'll compare it to the old bottle to see just how good the new version is. All right, so just so you guys know, the old one, 1783, is a screw cap, just like that, and also the brand new one, also a screw cap. It just looks a different, little bit of a fancier shaped cap. So I think you might have noticed that in the close-up. So let's go to the new one and see what we get here. Yeah, it smells like Heaven Hill. Little bit of nuttiness. Slight milk chocolate. Got your normal vanillas, caramels here. Nice caramel note. Lighter caramel, not too dark. So the thing that always stood out about the 1783, aside from the regular Evan Williams, was always like this little bit of a fruit characteristic. I do think I get like the slightest hint of cherry in there, or there's like a red berry note that I'm getting in this one. Definitely has some cinnamon, a little bit of toasted almond as well. Has a really nice nose. I think Evan Williams 1783, even the original one, was an absolute steal and one that's usually always available at least 99% of the time. Anytime you walk in a store, this thing is there. So let's try it. Good spice on the palate. Again, more of that cinnamon. A little bit of that milk chocolate too. I mean, obviously the finish isn't going to blow you away with 90 proof, but it has a nice little spice to it. Let's go for another sip. All right, yeah, second sip. That was my first sip of the day for a bourbon. Second sip. Wow, even easier on the palate. I'm not really getting any cherry on the palate. Maybe I was getting on the nose. But yeah, this is all just classic Heaven Hill. This is all the, you know, the nuttiness, the little bit of chocolate, the cinnamon, the caramel, the vanillas. Actually, a nice little spice. There's a little bit of a lingering, you know, something going on the back end. One more sip, we'll compare it to this one here. I gotta say, that third sip, when you take that sip and you swallow it, there is a lingering little bit of spice that just stays. What I remember with this one, you don't really get that. I remember like you swallow, you have a little bit of spice there, but once it kind of goes down, after a few more sips, there's real no spice kick there. But let's test it out here. So let's go to the nose on the old one. Remember, this one's only 86 proof, and let's see how we do on the nose here. Wow, the 86 proof is definitely more muted. Yeah, I think the little bit of a chocolate note and like this and like a honey note starting to come out as well too, which is really making it stand out. Yeah, when you compare the noses back and forth, the new one is definitely more interesting. It just smells like there's a lot more going on. The old one, yeah, the old one I'm getting more honey, but yeah, I am getting that little bit of a red fruit note in here, whether it be a cherry or maybe it's an apple. I think it's more apple. I think that's what it is. All right, let's go for a sip of the old one. Yeah, it's so much more flat than this. Wow. This one is still carrying that spice. This is a big dog. 1783, 90 proof. I'm a fan of this one. It's good. It is a really solid. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be one of those bourbons where you could put up against some other 90 proofers and I think fool some people. Man, this could end up like sneakily, I think, taking down some big names, I think, in some blind tastings. Gonna have to test that theory soon. One last sip of this one. I gotta tell you, I love the 90 proof version of this. Yeah, the 86 proof is just okay. I mean, it's a solid sipper. Doesn't give you any off like flavors, but there's not a lot going on. The 90 proof, it's like a whole nother, I wouldn't say it's a completely different bourbon, but it's close. I mean, this has more of the spice. This has a little bit more of a richer profile of the chocolate note. Again, a little bit of honey is peeking in. Caramel apple. This is really nice. And for the price, I mean, if you guys only see the 750 milliliter, it's only $20. You have a $20 bourbon that I think has a possibility to be, you know, maybe one of those, it could end up being in one of like the best new bottom shelfers or mid shelfers or wherever it may be at your store. Usually this is on the bottom shelf by me, but this new one I think has a chance to do something, make a lot of noise in the 90 proof category. I think we'll test that theory in the future, but yeah. Evan Williams 1783, the new one, 90 proofer. Go try it. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this review for the brand new 1783 small batch, new bottle design. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the subscribe button below. Please hit the like button. If you haven't yet, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. What's on the Shelf Wednesday is back. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what's on the shelf at your store that you want me to try. Always love hearing some ideas from you guys. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share with. So cheers, and I'll see you next week on What's on the Shelf Wednesday. Take care, everybody.